whip is working just fine, but that's not why we're here. Let me show you something. Also, just to point out, this is why we wax our whips, so we can use them in Minnesota. Hello there. So for the last 3 years now, I've been selling my whips on Etsy.com, which has treated me so well. It was so easy for me to set up shop, to sell my first couple whips so I could buy more paracord, and then sell more whips and buy more paracord, and now it's just taken over my life and it's one of my favorite things. But Etsy has a problem. You see, when you're ordering a custom product, it's so difficult, and setting up how to make a custom listing, there just aren't enough options. And then, you know what? Let me just show you. So if I head to Etsy.com and I look for WhipWorks, one of my custom, here we go. So I have this custom 7-foot listing open. I have in the pictures a handle chart and a color chart and a description of what to choose for the whip. But if I choose if I go to select an option here, I get to choose the handle, and then I get to choose whether or not I want it waxed. But where do I choose my colors? Where do I choose my handle design? I don't know if I'm getting exactly what I want, and I'm spending a good amount of money on a bullwhip, and I want to make sure I get exactly what I choose. There's got to be a better way. In comes what I've been working on for the last 3-4 months now. One of the reasons I haven't been as active on social media lately is because I just graduated from a coding boot camp here in the Twin Cities. The program I went to was called Prime Digital Academy. I did their full stack engineering program, which qualified me to essentially build a website if I wanted to. So of course, I wanted to build a website for WhipWorks.com, but I didn't want to just build any website. I wanted to give clients a real representation of what their bullwhip would look like before they ordered it. And in doing so, I've also created a really awesome tool for whip makers to choose color combinations before they make a whip. You know what? Enough talk. Let me show you. So if we just head to WhipWorks.com, and here's a little front page. I plan on sharing news about what I'm doing as a whip maker and a whole bunch of stuff on this front page. But let's go to the important part, the Design a Bullwhip page. Here we can choose our first color. Let's go with Coyote Brown. We can choose our second color. I like turquoise. And we choose a handle pattern, Egyptian Eye, of course. And it renders a 3D model of what your whip handle will look like. We can continue to change the colors. We can test around until we find that final combination that we love. We can also test out all of our different handles. You'll notice that I have 2 handles here that you may not have seen before. I'm not selling Valknut or Neo-Celtic on Etsy. I am only selling those on WhipWorks.com. Quick warning here, the camo options are not perfectly representative, but you get a general idea of what they look like. So you can still see. And also, I don't think enough people get Copperhead, which is super cool pattern. Yeah, Copperhead, Neo-Celtic, sold. If you are purchasing a whip, if you're not just here to mess around with the renderer, which I recommend everyone do because it's super fun, you can see here there's little tooltips that pop up with information about each length, telling you, what's good, what's bad. It's very similar to the stuff that I've covered in my How to Choose a Bullwhip video, which you can see in the link above here. Handle length, a very similar deal. It's just, it's got a breakdown of the goods, the bads. And here's something that's new. Over the years, I've been collecting conchos, and I haven't really had a way to present them to my clients. So now, you can choose from these premium conchos that have not been available before. And you can also choose a pommeled whip if you choose to go with that option, like I have shown in my fantasy whip video. So we've added our Bullwhip to our cart, and now I'm just gonna proceed to checkout, and then it's just a standard checkout. So there you have it, everyone. I just wanted to show you this really cool thing that I've been working on for a very long time. If you run into any technical difficulties, please reach out to me, either direct message me here on YouTube, or I'm super active on Instagram as well. And as I showed you at the beginning of the video, I just made my first stock whip. I cannot wait to tell you more about this. Like, subscribe, comment, and as always, happy cracking.